is Sandra D, and this is Ready, Action, a show about acting for income and entertainment. Thank you for tuning in today to learn how to become an actor. You might want to look back at my last episodes. Now, episode 1, I covered topics on making a decision to start an acting career, getting to know the business, and learning your craft. And I shared with you a list of 11 must-read books about the business of acting. You don't want to miss that episode. In episode 2, I had a wonderful interview. It was a great interview with Kathy Ivins, who is a life coach. And we talked about the topic of overcoming roadblocks. It answered some of the questions people have, but they're afraid to ask in the industry. Well, I went there and I asked Kathy a lot of good questions that you might have because I had them. And I broke it down, she broke it down, and it definitely is a must-see episode. So go to episode 2. On today's show, I am going to cover acting as a career or hobby. There are many distinct differences between a hobby or career. When it comes to acting, a hobby is when you set your schedule for whenever you want to work. You have a lot of fun doing it, and you treat it as a source of income, but you don't have to live off of it. That's a hobby. The number one thing that you need to know is that you cannot write off your expenses related to your hobby. And the money you earn from acting is counted with all other income, with no business expenses to deduct from your gross income. So read up on that. That's really important, because if you're spending a lot of money, you might want to think about that. Okay, now, if you've chosen acting as a career, then you are constantly looking for work, and you're working as a way to live. It means that you have a passion and a drive to learn your craft. Although acting doesn't have to be your only source of income, you must invest into it in order to reap the benefits. If acting is your career, you must treat it like a business. You are the product that must be sold to customers, and in return, you provide a service. That means that you have to take care of the product so that it is appealing to the customer. I am referring to the mind, the body, and the spirit, building and caring for all of those parts, and it's essential to have a successful product. But just as with any other business, people will only buy a product if they like it, and if that product appeals to them in some way. Once you make a decision to treat acting as a business, you must treat yourself like the product, with the same care you would any other product or service you're trying to convince people to buy. So what does all of that mean? It means that you are going to look your best, you're going to train yourself, get yourself some training, and consistently grow to the best of your ability. So let me clarify. When you handle acting as a career, you have to put a lot of time and a lot of energy into it before you can even reap and see the benefits. That's why you have to love what you do. You have to consistently work on your skills, such as audition skills and delivery of a character. You must work to improve communication skills in front of and behind the camera. Being a career actor means that you are working consistently to find work, or by earning a fair wage for the time and the product usage. That's you. In this case, the product is you, your talent, your voice, your image. So when you start any business, you should check out the information in your local city to see how to start a business. Read up on that information and become knowledgeable. Not only did I get a degree in business communications, but I found something a little bit more valuable than even school. I took a 12-week course with the Small Business Administration called New Venture Training, Entrepreneurial Training. and obtained a certificate from SBA on business. This training teaches all of the essentials you will need to run a business, such as time management, your business plans, strategic planning, financing your business, finance plans, sales forecasting, and marketing. And believe me, the information is good. So go to SBA, Small Business Administration, and look at their venture training. If you've never run a business, it is essential to understand how to run one, so I highly recommend that training to you. If acting is now your career, get yourself an accountant or a class to learn all that you can on how to save yourself money and deduct business expenses related to your business. Some deductible expenses include your headshots, postage, mailings, trade magazines, newspapers, classes, and even transportation to and from acting school or auditions. And there's a lot more. You just have to read up on them. I recommend that you keep all of your receipts up to 3 years after the tax year and purchase QuickBooks. That's what I use, and some other tool to track your expenses and keep up with your mileage. I want to stress the importance of understanding how to run a business and doing the best you can before you start your career. Well, that's your acting for income and entertainment tip for today. Join us again next week for more tips on how to become an actor. This is Sandra D, and this is Ready, Action, and I'll see you again soon.